This is a demonstration of how proxies work in QuickVote. On the left, we have the management page for a test election, and we can see that there are 2 users allowed to participate in this election. So we have one user, Mike, who is online, and so the row is green. And we have another user, Edna, who is, we can see, has never actually logged in. On this right page, we can see the view for Mike as a participant, and that he has successfully logged in. So say Edna does not have access to an internet connection and needs to be able to participate, we can go here, add a proxy for her, and enter the email of the person who will proxy on her behalf. So in this case, we will set up Mike as a proxy, and now it shows that Edna is being proxied by Mike, and both rows are now green because Edna is considered to be online because of Mike. We can click the X to remove the proxy status. And now if we go ahead and we start the selection, we'll see what it looks like to actually act as a proxy. So on the right, now in Mike, we see all of the people that he has permission to proxy for. So first, he will cast the ballot as himself and submit his ballot. And we'll see on the administrative side that the ballot's received. Then he can go and click the next person he has permission to proxy for and cast those ballots. And we'll see on the administrative side that it is received there as well. And then we can move to the round, and we can see from the paper trail that 2 ballots came in and that the proxy was working. Now, what we can also do is use this for some scenarios like a husband and wife that share the same email. So let's go ahead and reset this election again and change the credentials around. So here you can actually go and you can paste in a CSV of all the names. So in this case, we have a CSV where each row is a participant. And a few things to call out. We have their email, we have their name, and we can include columns with additional information, in this case counties, which will show up in the users table to help with credentialing. So in one case, we have Abraham Lincoln, who does not have an email address, so that is left blank. And we have John and Mary Smith, who share an email. So what happens when we go and we paste all of this in and update the list? And so we can see the list was updated a little bit. It'll be easier to see when we look at it in the users table. And in the users table now, what we can see is that Abraham Lincoln, QuickVote assigned him a fake email just so that we could refer to it and it wasn't empty. And for John and Mary Smith, the proxy was set up automatically for us. So one of them was awarded the email address. In this case, the first one was John Smith. And so for Mary Smith, we gave her a fake email address that was different than John's so that they each had their own unique identifier, and then automatically set Mary up to be proxied so that when they log in on their single computer, just as we saw before, both names will show up and that they will be able to use them. So the other thing to emphasize here is just pasting in the Excel file, the CSV, into the users list, it automatically detected duplicates. If there were duplicate email addresses, it automatically set up with a proxy, and if there were blank emails, it automatically set up with a fake handle, and that you're able to include additional data such as county. So in this case, we will go look at the county column, and you can even click on those headers and sort by them. So we can group them by county, or we could group them by name, etc.